I'm Madman Pondo, and what kind of idiot are you that you're not tuning in to the World of Kayfabe podcast? Do it now, or else.
Live.
We live?
Yeah, pal. We're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of World of Kayfabe podcast. As always, I am your hostess with the mostest, the one, the only, your tribal king, Nick Venom, along with my good friend, as always, the so dashing, the bionic professor, Staggerly Crocker's in the house. Before we start the show, I do want to send our condolences to Clarence. He would have been here tonight, the Glizz King, as we like to call him now. His grandmother, unfortunately, passed away over the weekend. So he'll be out taking care of his family, taking as much time as he needs. So maybe over the next few weeks, you might just see me and Joey doing the show. And with that being said, we want to extend our condolence and our love and support to Clarence, and we hope he gets well soon. And prayers for you and your family, bud. With that being said, tonight we have not one, but two special guests here tonight. We have the man who's coming back from, he was already a guest last year, but he's back with his great manager. We got the one, the only, Sean Cole. And of course, I can't forget about the man himself. He's only one way, and that's the one, the only, Michael. Gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. How y'all doing tonight?
What up, little Nicky?
Hey, guys, that's not very nice. You didn't think I was going to do a little Nicky impression?
Hey, I'm for it. I'm here for it.
Get in the flask.
Give me the flask. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight on this glorious Monday night?
Well, I'm pretty sure D's ready for bed, but everybody else will probably doing all right.
I'm ready to kick some ass in less than 2 weeks.
Oh, less than 2 weeks, we got top draw. I mean, y'all ready for it? What's the word? Are y'all ready to kill it? I'm sorry.
I'm ready to get my boy a title. That's what I'm ready for.
Number one contender, yeah. Number one contender for the title, man. Talk to me.
And the biggest thing I think is that we're bringing the biggest event that Lafayette's put on in probably a decade, right? As far as wrestling goes. And I just want it to be as successful and for everybody as possible. But at the same time, there's no way in hell I'm leaving without that belt. So we'll see what happens.
I get to check out that brand new belt. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be awesome. But let's get down to the questions, right to it. How did this all come about with you guys, with you, D. Michaels, managing Sean Crow?
It's Sean and I met back in 2017, hit it off right away. I always saw big potential in Sean, and not many people did in Louisiana, to be honest. Nobody ever gave Sean the shot that he needed, and I don't know. I guess I was there to give him a little push. He helped me a little bit, get into this managing position, and obviously it's made its way to a championship match that he's so rightfully deserved for after wrestling, over 10 years at this point.
Yeah, he's been wrestling for a long time, and I've been watching most of his matches. And I met Sean back in 2019, house party. It was a few days after my mom passed away. It was him, Preston Bentley, Beautiful Bobby as well, David Silver. We all hit it off. Everything just, it felt great. It felt right. Even with Hannibal, everything felt right. And it was awesome. And me and Sean got close during that time as well because he realized, hey, this is a guy who is real. This is a guy who's a big wrestling fan. And his mom passed away. So it's like we need, he's our boy. And then me and D met during the pandemic. And we hit it off extremely well. Those of you who don't know, we hit it off extremely well to where the three of us, we eventually, see each other and all that stuff. So it's good stuff. And I'm very excited for Top Draw. I know the first one y'all did was back in Abbeville over July. Unfortunately, yours truly, hey, Kylie, yours truly could not make it because I was in Florida. I had to leave to go to Florida and it devastated me because I really wanted to check this out. So walk with me on that. Your time in Abbeville was the first show that started. How did that turn out for you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take it over. I feel like there's been a rich history in Abbeville. It was nice going to being part of Top Draw's first show and just feeling the excitement of that crowd. I was never part of those shows back in the day. Sean was a big part of those shows. Sean comes from that area and has a big fan base there. Yeah, I mean, it was a big deal. Sean, what do you think? What was it like for you being in that building again?
So nostalgia wise, you guys talk about I've been doing this a long time. In 2009, I started training to wrestle, and I worked security at the very first Abbeville show that GCW held.
Jesus.
And it was kind of like addiction past that point. And my very first match, I'm sorry, no, my second match was in Abbeville as well. And then coming back there, what we're talking about 15, almost 14 years later, it was nostalgia isn't really the word for it. We set the foundation for what we're going to do. You can't put a whole lot of people in that building, but we packed it. And I think that moving forward, we're going to keep that same momentum. It really put us off on the right foot. And you can talk about all the history that's been there and everything else, but that was the first Top Draw show. And I think we set a really good foundation for what we've got coming.
And they look good. It looked good. I was able to check out videos and check out stuff. Our good friend Metzger.
How did you check out video? I haven't even seen a video yet. I mean,
not videos. The video of Trucker spearing D. Michaels. That's
right.
Always a hidden treasure. Speaking of which, your match.
Anything for my client. And I'm just going to, before we get into that, I'm just going to say, we packed 200 plus people in a building that's supposed to hold 150. Just don't tell the fire chief. It's fine. You just kind of hush it.
I think the fire chief.
When it's in demand and you're having to turn people away from the building, you want to pack everybody you can in there.
Exactly. That's pretty much it. And then Sean, you had your match with Trucker. That was your last match at Top Draw. Tell me about it.
So Trucker Jones and I, we've been in the ring probably a dozen times at this point, whether it was with each other. I have the utmost respect for the man, but Kyle Fobb crushed a cup over my head. I know his wife. I know his family. I didn't think that would ever happen to me from him, but I know they wanted to win at any cost, and we weren't trying to do things on a negative side of things. But like I said, I have the most respect for the man, but at the same time, we came out with the win the way it should have been. Although Dylan, D did get crushed, which we have footage of it. Hopefully they'll play it at some point. But no, it was really fun. We had a good time, minus a few bumps and scrapes here and there, but it went well. We got the win, and it really set up the fact that moving through this tournament like we have, the bigger guys coming through. I mean, nobody's bigger in our company than Angel. I mean, we're talking about 500 pounds of human being here. I lift a lot of weight, but that number still intimidates even me. But Trucker set us up for success because, I mean, I really have a good idea of what I'm going into. Nobody hits harder than Trucker does, or nobody's ever hit me as hard as Trucker has. So I think I have a good insight of what we're getting into here.
And pretty much as well as the importance of this. You got a title match. This is your first title match since, I believe GSW.
Yeah, I've had some tag belts through GSW, Action Packed Wrestling. I've had a few belts, but the world title has always eluded me. And I'll be honest with you, man, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I've worked my butt off to get here, but it happens to the best of us, I would imagine. But you look at guys like Mustang and Gill and those with decades in this industry, the belts come, and I'm looking forward to my opportunity finally at getting my shot on one. Like I told you before, I don't plan on leaving without it. Right. But I'm not by any means walking into this thing thinking it's going to be a cakewalk. But we're going to take care of it.
Hell yeah. And of course, Top Draw Wrestling's coming back, but it's bringing in some guests. We got none other than Rodney Mack and ECW legend, WWE Hall of Famer, Jazz making their return. This is huge. They're coming from NWA, so this is going to be awesome. Tell us how that happened.
When we got the phone call that this was going to even be a possibility, I've wrestled in the same company as Rodney. I've wrestled for him before and in his own companies, and I've never had the opportunity to really to mix it up with him. So, and I'm thankful for that because he's a legend in his own right. But when we got the phone call, man, we were absolutely ecstatic about it because we can't wait to have them. This is their hometown. You know, Rodney and Jazz grew up here, and they're built from here from in a lot of places. The talk about history, you can't put more history on it than Rodney has put around here as far as the dog pound and everything else he's done. And obviously they moved on into Texas and kind of expanded, and now they're even going to be part of this NWA branch off that they're doing, and I'm super excited for them. But bringing them into Top Draw Wrestling was probably the biggest impact we've laid so far. You know, and so when D told me, I was ecstatic, man. Really.
Yeah. Just to go off of that with the whole Lafayette thing, Rodney went to high school 2 minutes from where the show's going to be. Rodney was a state wrestling heavyweight champion at Northside High. Walking distance to our building. So the history of coming back and having all of that Northside High alum coming to support the hometown boy who's made it big, who's doing big things in Texas now, you couldn't get anybody better.
You talk about Jazz. We're bringing her in, and I feel like whenever they announced that she's going to be the special guest referee for the women's match, I'm friends with Vanity. She reached out. And she is beyond excited for what this holds for her because I mean, Jazz obviously is going to be impartial, but you don't want to cross the baddest woman in the business either. So we're looking forward to seeing what happens with that.
Let's put it this way: if they don't break a 5 count, she's going to make sure it gets broken.
Oh yeah. And not only that, we also got one of the only PJ Hawks going up against Scott Phoenix, and that I feel like that's going to be pretty good.
I mean, dude, PJ's got so much aggression in him. Scott's always been this big guy or thinks he's big, but we all know deep down inside he's kind of like this teddy bear. He has to put on the show, whereas PJ is small and just brings out all this aggression. And, I don't think PJ liked the way Scott handled him at our first show, and PJ's coming to kick his ass.
As a matter of fact, PJ's going to be at PW225 Homecoming.
He is.
In January, which we're actually the official podcast sponsor of that show. So, guys, go get your tickets over there January 25th at the Copac Gym. Don't want to miss out. That's my cheap plug. Anyway, so it's crazy to see that PJ Hawks is making his name around the southern area, especially like in Louisiana, which I never thought that would happen. But considering his dad is from New Orleans and he has a wrestling promotion down here, and I think he's about to have a promotion. I think he's about to have a show coming up very soon.
The weekend after ours, Revolution.
December 7th.
Yeah, I'll be in Texas at that point. I'll be ice skating at Santa's Wonderland. So yeah,
you gonna put on a tutu?
For you, Joey, I probably will. I'll probably look like one of the Blaze of Glory.
Well, that's an image I can't get out of my brain. Thank you for that.
Anything for you, bud. And also we have the rundown.
Real quick, I wanted to mention, I mean, it's no secret that Scott and I have history. On a personal level, he was a really good friend of mine at one point in time, and he trained me. I mean, he's one of a few people that have trained me in my life, and I don't wish anything ill on him. But seeing what he did at our first show and PJ coming up, and I've talked to PJ a couple of times at this point, I wouldn't want to be across the ring from him because I mean PJ's got his mind set on some pretty bad things in a street fight. So,
and that's good. Yeah, it is going to be a street fight too.
And that's not me putting anything against Scott. Scott's a huge guy. Scott's been around it. Like Sean said, helped train Sean.
Right.
Scott is a mean dude. But
I've seen Scott wrestle GSW, and my impression was this dude's a big, meaty dude. And the way he wrestles, I mean, the dude wrestles like almost like a cruiserweight in a way.
Yeah, he does.
He moves fast and all that, but it's like
that's what's good against PJ.
Against PJ, I think that would be the perfect match. And then it's a street fight on top of that.
PJ's a small guy, but Scott can keep up with him. So, that's going to be one of the big matches of the night. You know, it's going to get everybody invested, and I already have heard chairs are coming, trash cans are coming, tables are coming.
Ooh. It's good I got my
They may
ringside
have
seat for that one.
barbed wire wrapped glass panes. I don't even know at this point. They want to. They're here to kick each other's ass.
That's good. Sorry for cussing, by the way. We don't we at Water Cafe
Hey,
podcast.
when you're excited, it's fine.
We don't tolerate cussing on this show. We're TVPG. We don't cuss at all. Anyway, my question for you guys is are y'all ever bringing in any other big time names to future shows?
I heard that we are in
Independence.
talks. We are in talks with Nick Venom. His rate is very high, but maybe somewhere down the line we'll get that.
Nah,
But I mean, Sean can agree with me. You know, we've talked to top draw officials and all that, and you know, the possibilities are endless. And that's what you know. We're top draws here to bring a change to Louisiana, especially in this area. Luke
right.
has and Wildcat has done great things for the New Orleans area. It's why they're so successful. We're trying to bring something different here, and you know, I don't think anything's out of the question.
And I think that we talk about experience and whatnot. With my experience, with the people that I know, between Luke Hawks, Mustang Mike, Gil Gracie, all these people with all these contacts, and the people in the top draw management, I don't think there's any reason why we could say anybody's out of reach. You know, obviously contractual obligations they couldn't, but other people I'm sure we could touch base with if we wanted to. And as far as the fan base goes, let us know, and you know we'll see what we can do.
We won't be booking any prominent member of the Samoan family because WWE is currently taking every single one of them, even the ones that are newly born. They're already signing contracts.
I did hear a rumor. I heard a rumor that Zilla Fatu was contacted, and each time he was contacted, the rate went up. So
I heard the same thing, and you know, sometimes when more than one person hears a rumor, it's not really a rumor.
So I feel like obviously WWE is doing a great thing with the Bloodline story. I just watched it on TV, so
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
They
very
killing it
proud
right
of
now
what
with that.
everybody's doing. I've met a couple of the guys before they made it. Phenomenal athletes. Truly wish them the best. But as Dylan said, I don't think we'll be pulling any NOI family around with us. But never say never. But we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll get a 2 or 3 year old. They'll be able to hop in the ring. But we'll see.
And then we had the
sponsorship from World of Kayfabe for $100,000 may get a member of the Samoan family. So maybe that's something we could work on.
something like that.
Either
Joey,
that,
what do you guys say for that, Joey?
either that, or we'll go straight Carney and pocket your money and not book any of them.
We'll get some guy that's named like Samoa Tom.
Right. He'll look like Roman Reigns off of Wish. It'll be fine.
Or Timu.
Or Timu. Yes.
And while we're at it, we'll book cocaine. There you go.
Or all the Canes. Even
that whole meme selection is hilarious.
Oh, hey,
they
Not
got
even arguing
Kane. Then it was purple Kane. Oh, is that purple Kane? No, it was pink Kane, yellow Kane, cocaine. And I think that's it. Oh, blue Kane.
There's no way Sean Crow leaves the payoff without the title. But if he does, he may come back as Crocaine.
Oh.
Book.
And
Couldn't help
D.
yourself,
Michaels
could you?
is gonna come back. It's gonna be Rogaine.
There you go.
Michael would be fired at that point.
There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna get a hateful text from the management of Top Draw. I can't be making fun of D. Michaels. This is absurd.
They're already blowing up my phone. Why are you letting this guy rip you like this?
Oh man, it's been a while, man. Jeez, D. Michaels. Anyway, but yeah, I'm definitely excited for Top Draw. It's gonna be great. It's
What
gonna
are
be
you
awesome.
excited for? Honestly, what are you most excited for?
Pretty much the Sean Crow and Angel Camacho. That's how you say his name.
It is, and
Yeah.
I'll be the first to tell you that I feel like we're gonna have match of the night. I know it's two big
Just
guys
to
beating
build
each other
up.
up, but I think we're gonna do some pretty phenomenal things for you guys.
And plus, my dear good friend, my wise man, the wise man himself, Preston Bentley's going to be there, which I do have his gift. I have a gift for him. So
How you got a gift for him and not for me? What is this?
Well, I've been having it.
Preston come on your show?
We've attempted to have him to come on the show multiple times.
You attempt D. Micahs and Sean Crow one time, and they come on right away. You trying to make us
Nick, do you want to know the best part of all of this so far for you?
Oh boy,
you're excited for my match, and I really, really appreciate that. But I have it on good authority that we haven't even announced all the matches yet.
Oh,
also true.
Are you able to do that, or is this going to be a first for World of Kayfabe?
Yeah, you know, I'll do it. You want to do it now? That's fine.
I mean, we could do the rundown.
No,
rundown and the card,
we can
all that.
Go ahead, do the rundown so far. Give me the rundown. Do you have it?
Oh.
Prepared, Mr. Nick Venom?
No, I don't have the rundown.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But you did.
We have a grudge match between Rodney Mack and Chuck Divine, because Chuck Divine's been talking a lot of crap on Rodney and this homecoming. Rodney's coming hot with his hometown crowd. You know, it's going to be a huge grudge match, and I think they're going to see Rodney Mack has not skipped a beat. No. We have Hub City Street Fight, anything goes between PJ Hawks and Scott Phoenix, continuing that big rivalry. We have the first ever women's title will get crowned between Shiva, who's a huge talent right now. I mean, she hasn't been any hotter. Going up one-on-one against Vanity, straight from New Jersey. She was a dear friend to the late Matt Travis. Matt Travis used to be huge in the independent scene. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago. But, you know, Vanity has a ton of contacts up north that we don't normally see here, and she comes with a lot of experience. Special referee for that match is Jazz. So if anything tries to get lines crossed, I'm sure Jazz will handle it and get it back in line. First ever top draw, wrestling champion, main champion, 500-pound Angel Camacho versus my boy, the 325-pound Sean Crow. I'll be in Sean Crow's corner in case we have another incident where Trucker Jones smashed me in the corner. I gotta help keep things kind of in line. But you know, there's another title match.
Ooh.
Our first ever tag team champions are going to get crowned at the payoff in a match that is one of the hottest rivalries in Louisiana wrestling this year. Fly Death is going to be going 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, should I say, against Slime Season.
Ooh.
Uku Dow and Jay Spade.
That's going to be good. That sounds like money right there. I like that. And I like the name, The Payoff, because, I mean, it is indeed the payoff. You win and you get a title. You know what I mean? But
it's the payoff of all the hard work coming up to this point. So,
well, I mean, you got a lot of stuff going ahead of you guys, and I wish you all as well. You know, you guys are killing it, doing a great. Or the management, I should say, are killing it. They're doing an absolute great job putting on this stuff and promotion. Promotion is key. That is literally the number one thing you want to promote as much as you can. You know what I mean? That's my thing. If I was to do that, hey, here, come to this show. Here, come to here. This, that. Be like, then don't be like other promotions. Take over Wrestling Alliance.
I couldn't hear you. My audio is muted. We're going to not act like I heard any of that.
So Nick, can we put you in a like a mascot costume?
Only if I get to kick his ass.
No.
I want. You're
gonna be running around with flyers in a mascot costume.
Yes.
Blimp.
Can we wait for it to get colder, because heat strokes are a real thing?
Lord,
that is Sean Crow is very good friends with Sean Dunn, and Sean Dunn is a OSHA certified safety man. So Sean gets a lot of trickle down effect from the OSHA guy.
Yeah. That's a way of that one.
Only Sean Dunn is not in attendance because he'll probably make everybody sign waivers.
Good Lord. Try not to make me
y'all remember that trucker splash? It's going to get a lot worse for him in the future.
He's about to get chest slapped.
That's happened before too.
I never get the first time Sean did that. Sean, like, we're leaving the show. This was the last show in Bahia Vista. No, second to last show in Bahia Vista. It was David Silver's retirement match. And we're all leaving. We're all walking out. Out of nowhere, Sean just chest chops the shit out of my chest and had a nice imprint, like right here.
That's
Nice
fake.
imprint.
That chest slap ain't anything.
Well, come to find out, he slapped some metal because I had a cross in the shirt just before I had the dog tag. And I texted him like, bro, you realize I had a cross on around my neck, right? Oh, dude, I'm sorry, my bad, bro. Yeah.
Oh, it was his bad whenever he did it to me. I'm just saying, and I didn't even want it. It was just random. Every time he did,
Yeah, he'll do it randomly.
how he keeps me in line.
That's why I got to keep your eyes on him. You know what I mean?
That's
So
why I
it can
wear
happen.
sunglasses, so you can never make eye contact.
It can happen anywhere, anytime. But yeah, like I said, getting excited for top draw. Great matches. The PJ Hawks, Scott Phoenix, that's gonna be amazing. Sean Crow versus Angel, that's gonna be a big meaty match. No pun intended. I mean, it's two meaty men, no bread, no water, just meat.
They reinforced the ring. They had like
They have to reinforce the ring. I
had
mean, good
welders
lord.
come in and like
Two gargantuans coming in the ring.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, good
unbelievable.
lord.
And we saw some of this ring. Like they literally had to add beams to the bottom just so these two guys don't go through the ring.
I'm calling it. Sean's going to be doing a superplex off the top rope with Angel, and they're going to break the ring.
Yeah,
They're going to recreate SmackDown from 2003.
There'll be a report earthquake.
Yeah. Get the.
I was like, nope, that's not happening.
Get it ready. Let's see, get the Richter model ready and see if we register on it.
I have quite a few ideas, and that was not one of them, to be honest. So
add that to the list.
Sean will be attempting the 450 splash though.
6:30.
Oh yeah,
6:30.
I can definitely see
the reverse 6:30. Yeah. So
if I don't see that, then that match is bullshit.
He'll attempt it and fall on his head.
Well, don't do that. No, because then that man's career is suicide. Don't do that.
But that's what I'm there for. I'm there to keep him in line. If he tries to get on the top rope, I just slap him around. He gets pissed and actually does it. So
D, I got a question for you. How did you get the managerial services? How did Top Draw called you up, be like, hey, we want you to be, Sean Crow's manager?
Top Draw didn't call me. I chose it. I saw the potential in Sean Crow, and I wanted it.
Excuse me.
We're here for look. It's not just about us. It's for the people. We're fighting for the people.
I don't know.
We are.
I don't know. Your demeanor says otherwise.
No, we are though. We're fighting for the people. We're fighting for the ones who, Angel is this dirty, just bad guy who don't care about anybody. Trucker comes out talking about dead friends of ours. We're here to protect that. We're here to protect the integrity. Do we do it in an unorthodox way where we're a little cutting edge and we're a little badass? Yeah, of course we are. But that's the potential in Sean Crow. That's why I wanted Sean Crow, and that's why he's going to be the champion after this show.
It's going to happen.
We're not just doing it for us. We're doing it for Lafayette. We're doing it for Acadiana. We're doing it for Louisiana. We're doing it for every fan that comes in that building who shouldn't get treated like crap.
Exactly. But what if? I'm just saying. What if Angel walks out with the title?
He
won't. What would be? But I'm saying, what if?
Well, if he does, then he's the champ. That's just what it is. But I don't live in what ifs, and I don't think Sean lives in what ifs. Do you live in what if, Sean?
Here's a theory for you, Nick. What if we get to this show, it happens, everything falls out. Angel Camacho walks away with the belt. Do you honestly believe I would walk to the ring and let something like that happen? Don't shrug your shoulders at me, because here's the thing. We've known each other a long time. Angel's never been in the ring with somebody like me. He can cut his promo videos. He can say what he wants to say. He can talk all he wants to talk. I don't have anything to say to the man. I'll see you on November 30th. I will leave top draw champion. There is no what if. There is no other fantasy world that he can live in where he leaves with my belt.
Like that. See, I like that motivation. This is your time. You deserve that title. You worked your ass off for God knows how long. You've won tag titles. This is your moment. This is your damn moment. You go out there November 30th at Ponte Mutal Road at the George Dupas Rec Center.
Dupuy, sound it out.
Dupree, shut up. Dupree Center. You go in there. You wreck that man. Show us why you're going to be world champion. You're the best at what you do. God dog it. See, I can do motivation. I can do motivation.
I'll go and make a video when we get done. You have something to
No.
boost your spirits.
Actually, I do appreciate that, by the way. I wanted to
No,
tell you.
really, I appreciate you guys. I had been meaning to do them, and
No.
it's a hard thing for me sometimes. But no, I appreciate the motivation to even get it done.
You need that. Because look, I'm going to be real. 2 years ago, I remember to the day, 2 years ago, you wrestled at Cajun Heat. You wrestled, I forget who was the world champion at the time for GSW. But you won. But they had a dusty finish. It was a dusty finish. They had to reverse the match. And you got screwed. And I was upset. I was mad. Through my Penta mask. I was mad as hell. They cheated my boy out of the title. And from then on, I just knew if Sean Crow was ever going to be in a world title match, I was going to be there. And damn it to hell, you're walking out. I know I'm cussing D. Whatever. This is my show.
You're good.
It's my show. Shut up.
Raw emotion. You're good.
It's my show. Anyway, you're walking out as a world champion. Believe that. Put that in your mind.
Oh, I believe it. I need Angel.
Put that in your mind.
There is no other what.
You're walking out as world champion. Hey, I don't care what Angel look. You know, Angel looks like one of those like Tekken characters. You know, he looks all mad as shit. Like, you know, I don't want to cuss. My bad. Sorry for cussing. I promise the management of top draw that I wouldn't cuss because
I think the management's fine.
Well, the thing is, we're trying to get the podcast to be sponsored for the show. It would definitely mean a lot to me. But anyway, yeah, Angel ain't nothing. Angel just a 500-pound bum. All right, he ain't nothing. Squash him. All right. I've seen your videos. I've seen Sean Dunn's videos, which is the owner of the company. I've seen him lift 500 pounds. All right. I've seen him lift a lot. This ain't nothing. This is another day in the office. You're going there. You're going to squash that man. Plain and simple. Why? Because the Tribal King said so. And trust me, I'll be rooting. Matter of fact, me and my lady will be rooting for you.
Your lady's gonna be rooting for me too. I already know.
I don't know about that part, but
Here we go.
She's a big D. Michaels fan. I'm just saying. I don't stroke
she
my
probably will be
ego.
See a big deep. Never mind.
yeah, no. Please explain, D. Michaels. Please
Oh,
tell us the one way of her being a fan. What's the one way?
You just put them little. You give her the little
That's gimmick and French me. You can't do that on the show. The hell's wrong with you?
trademark that.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh, but it's kind of hard because, you know, some people.
Dude, I mean, we speak the truth here, right?
I kind of wish you would still be an announcer for the show. Come out with your own confetti thing.
That was some fantastic stuff, wasn't it?
That was.
That's
like,
my contact picture on my phone for him. That's fantastic.
funny
I love it.
enough, that's actually my contact picture as well. I think it was whenever Carter, I took the picture of it. God rest his soul.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Carter
yeah,
took the
absolutely.
picture. And it's
was.
him.
That was house
like,
party.
"Let's go!" Yeah.
That was house party.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great.
who has a promo picture of them blowing their load at a wrestling show? Let's be honest.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
I mean,
guy. Up D. Michaels. I
think it's past D. Michael's bedtime.
think it's time to go to bed, buddy. It's
it's not.
time.
It's not. We having fun. We having fun.
Oh, yeah. Now we having fun, Mister.
We're always having fun.
Oh yeah, I'm an old man. I need to get off the bike.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think that was Top Draw Management was telling you that.
Top Draw Management. Oh man, I'm an old man. I need to go to bed. But yeah, like I
I
said,
am an old man.
we all
An
old
old
men.
man who's going to be the champ.
An old man is gonna be champ, and he's gonna celebrate at IHOP. I don't know if he likes IHOP, but I'm saying IHOP because that's the first thing that popped in my head. Don't shake your head. It's gonna happen.
Buffalo Wild
By the
Wings.
time we get out of that building, it'll be Waffle House. It's the only thing open.
Buffalo Wild
Yeah,
Wings
true.
open.
And
Chocolate
it's
cake.
more than likely Mesker's gonna be chilling at me and my lady's house or my lady's house.
Dylan, that's not funny.
What'd you said?
Dude, it's the celebratory chocolate cake.
Let's not get into that, Dylan.
Whoa.
no.
It's
Oh,
a great dessert.
Joey, we'll have to book a match. D. Michaels versus Shock.
That will probably come at some point.
Shit,
It's
I like to
happened in
face
real
D.
life
Michaels.
quite a few
I
times.
would love to face D. Michaels one day.
Please.
I would own you,
couldn't
my
stand
boy.
a chance. You couldn't stand it. Lions Den match. No rules. I'll whip your ass.
Oh, Lions Den match? Oh, please.
Bring it to the Hart
please.
Family Dungeon.
I'll put
Or
one of those
Thomas.
12 belts I have in my living room. I'll put one of those belts on the line.
Oh, please. You're a belt mark.
He's gonna put his Temu belts up on the line.
Heavy boy.
The belts where he actually paid more and they're just the knockoffs.
You know what? Screw you guys, man. It's time for you to go to bed, dude. You old. Go to bed.
Now it's time
Anyway.
to go to bed when we start roasting you.
Of
So
course.
Nick, I just wanted to reach out and just say thank you, man. I appreciate you having us on here.
It means a
at the
lot.
same token, Top Draw in and of itself, we do appreciate you guys as far as attending and supporting. So I mean, truly, like I said, we're trying to build something, and you guys have done a phenomenal job at helping with that. So thank you, truly.
I mean, I do anything I can, you know.
Joey,
started-
remind everybody where you're from, not to cut you off, Nick.
Oh, I'm from St. Louis.
And you've already booked your flight, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, if Joey is coming from St. Louis to the payoff, anybody within a 10-mile radius should be coming to the payoff.
We
Right?
need to get Alan Michael
Yeah.
a plane ticket.
That also.
What am I having Crocker? What am I having Crocker on at the payoff? We can actually have a World Kayfabe booth. But
I'll put you through it.
Please.
I don't know, I'll put you through it.
That's what we've been waiting on for years.
Keep it up over there. I'll put you through it.
Fucking jackknife you.
Good Lord. All right, Kevin Nash. We'll show up to World Kayfabe the next day with a freaking neck brace on. And you got and JJ Dillon's gonna ban you from using a jackknife, and if you do, it's 50,000 per use. That's another 50,000. He's up to 100 now. Good Lord.
Nick, going forward, you talked about big names. Who do you have in mind? As a wrestling fan, and
No,
also
one of them just
as-
freaking
as-
retired.
as someone,
Indy.
Oh, are we live still?
Yeah, we still alive. We're still alive.
We're still live.
We're still alive. Pal.
Nick, I can tell you this because it's never going to happen now.
yeah, unfortunately,
Well, yeah, unfortunately for you.
One of them freaking retired.
Well, yeah, you know that.
I
But
thought
Top Draw
you already
Wrestling,
knew this.
I didn't tell him this. I don't think I
Oh,
did.
baby, he's gonna
Yeah, shut up, D.
You're gonna be in the fetal position tonight.
Top Draw Wrestling had several conversations with a certain superstar. We were waiting on a response, and the response was on national TV.
No, I don't
Or
like
I'm
this.
sorry, on the
I don't
interwebs.
like
I
where this
guess
is going.
we were going to bring in Penta, but then his contracts agreements with the WWE went through, and that's just isn't going to be possible.
Nope.
He's dead. Rest in peace, Nick.
And in all actuality, there was conversation had, and
That's
we were just
cool.
waiting on his contract to be decided.
And he was essentially agreeing to it. He
he was
last minute
down.
couldn't do it.
And I am 100% honest. I'm serious. This was
Bro,
we
that
had
would have been
multiple
bad.
conversations.
You know how badass that would have been?
Yeah,
Like,
and I had it. It was supposed to be the payoff, but
that
it
would have
didn't
been
work out.
freaking cool. Like, he's one of my Dino's.
I know.
During the pandemic, he was one of the ones.
You're one of the reasons why we reached out in the first place, because we knew that would be somebody people would want to see, especially
I
you.
would love to see, but he's about to get signed to the WWE. Him and his
He already
brother.
is.
I'm about to say, him and his brother, they should be signed already.
The last email that we all got was that they were waiting on contract between either AEW or WWE, and obviously WWE picked up their options. But
And it makes sense. Congratulations to them because,
for sure, definitely.
Absolutely a top tier tag team. Motor City Machine Guns just won the tag titles not that long ago, and that was awesome. I mean, they only been there for
8 days with the company.
Yeah, like it's insane that they are already the tag champs, and it's awesome. It'd be fun. I get to see the Lucha Bros one day go up against the likes of, say, Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, Street Profits if they still together, or even the returning Usos. Like the list goes on and on and on when it comes to Lucha Bros. I mean, the best tag team of this generation, in my humble opinion. You know what I mean?
I think the last thing I heard was they were waiting on Ray's contract to end with AEW before they.
And that was the thing
move.
With Ray's contract situation is a little bit up in the air because he's still injured. Mm-hmm. And Tony Khan is doing so much he can to milk all that. To keep him like, hey, look, he's so injured. He's not going nowhere. You're gonna finish this contract. You're gonna finish this. And so, in that asset, it's BS. You know what I mean? It sucks because I would love to see Lucha Bros coming to the beat. Joey knows it. Dan, the mother effing man who used to be on the show, unfortunately is no longer part of the show for now. Even the Glaze King. Everybody in the podcast realm knows how big I am when it comes to Penta. I mean, shit, you saw my Penta cosplay when I did Batman. The Penta Batman a couple years ago. Which I may have to. I'm not ready for payoff. That's not happening.
Right.
No, because I'll be with my in-laws.
Because I felt like you should know we did that. We were trying to do that for part.
And I appreciate that. I'm very disappointed, but at the same time, I'm happy.
But that leads to my point being, all the contacts that we have, we can reach out to a lot of people. So, like Dylan asked, who do you guys want to see? Because we're really looking into what we can do in the future.
Joey, I'm sure you got one. Or you got some. Not to put you on the spotlight or anything.
I don't know. Speedball Mike Bailey. I don't know.
Speedball would be great.
But I think he might be coming to AEW.
Yeah, there's rumors about
There's a rumor that he's coming to AEW because he dropped the title.
Yeah, he's a free agent right now.
The plus with everybody with AEW, yes, they're expensive, but they're all available. Their contracts don't limit them from doing indie dates. So
right.
That does not mean we can afford John Moxley.
No, it does not.
No. As best
I couldn't afford his wife at this point.
I mean, this is kind of a stretch. House of Black. That's a stretch.
If I could ever get Buddy Murphy, dude, I would. That'd be. I mean, Alistair for sure, but if I can get Buddy Murphy, I would love to see him with a few of our guys.
I could just see like Scott Phoenix versus like Buddy Matthews or Buddy Murphy. I could just picture that match. That match would be insane.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, dude,
guys like PJ and Jordan and all these guys.
That definitely.
I mean, that would be fantastic.
Jordan, another talented wrestler.
It would be a great, notch on their resume too. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm in South Louisiana.
Top Draw Wrestling also reached out to somebody else. They couldn't make it. But that doesn't mean they can't make it in the future, so we won't give you that person.
Oh yeah.
Is it somebody I like?
Although it's getting more and more difficult, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, you're right. As January comes around, that'll probably be out the question. So
right, I'm hoping not, but we'll see.
Do I know this person?
I don't know. I want to say they had confirmation for next year already for the other one.
Remember what I told you? I said, "Well, we're going to try. Our Top Draw is going to try," and then
wasn't it that night?
It was like literally right when I said it's going to happen, and then boom, next week.
Right. And we're being very cryptic, and Nick is probably confused as hell. But yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
I
That's
know
what
what you mean.
do. That's what wrestling is.
To be continued. There you go.
Dun. No, but if I had to pick, House of Black would be great, but I know it'd be a stretch for you guys because I mean they're
Right.
contractually obligated with AEW. That doesn't mean that they can come to any they can come to any promotions. I mean, Malachi did PWG. You know, Brody King from time to time would do stuff like that. Buddy Matthews, I think he does stuff in Australia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
AEW is very flexible with their contracts.
that's the one thing I like about AEW. They're definitely flexible. Like, hey, if you want to go to like GCW, you can go to GCW. You know, Akira, for example, he's not in AEW, but Akira, who's currently signed with MLW, he's wrestling Speedball, I think, for GCW's Bloodsport that's coming up very soon. So I'm very excited to see that. Another one I would like to have a top draw one day, but with him, I think he's kind of I don't know if he's kind of hard to get with, but I'm sure you guys can accommodate that because you know y'all got great connections and all that good stuff. But yeah, Josh Alexander had just announced that he is retiring from Indies. So that begs the question, is he strictly TNA? Is he leaving TNA to go to the other company like WWE or even AEW?
From
So-
what I understand, it was strictly just a not wanting to be part of the indie thing anymore and to being a TNA. But I mean, who knows? But
Anything can happen with especially today's landscape. I mean, TNA and NXT are doing a fantastic job doing their stuff. Joe Hendry being by far the one that I felt was like the MVP, and Sean left.
Who doesn't believe in Joe Hendry?
I guess he doesn't believe in Joe Hendry, but don't worry, Clarence the same way. But yeah, Clarence, Joe Hendry being the MVP of the NXT and TNA partnership, along with Jordan Grace. I can't forget about her. But you know, I think those are the two that came out. I wish they could have. Yeah, he just texted me. He's like, "Oh, yeah, my computer just crapped out on me." So I'll be stuck with this Paul Heyman wannabe guy. Anyway, so yeah, it's crazy that Josh is, you know, moving up in the world, just being exclusive to TNA. I think that's pretty good for him. He deserves it. You know, busting his ass for, I think, 20 years, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
As Joey's putting up the logo on the side of me. There it is.
I'll just cover you up.
Please make the show.
Don't. I'll do that.
I like Joey more and more every time I.
See, Joey's a lovable guy. Everybody loves Joey. Joey's a very lovable
He
guy.
balances out your level of unlovableness.
You know what I mean? You know what? This is the things we get. See, I try to accommodate.
Well, that is a great match. No, it was in the best position.
Well, I bet it was. I bet it was. Anyway, I don't know if he wants me to wrap it up or not.
We can wrap it up. I mean, we appreciate you. Like, it's always nice being able to get on with you and talk to you and
Of course.
talk wrestling, talk the biggest show in Louisiana.
Top Draw Management, if you're watching, you can make, you know, us, your boys, What a Kayfabe Podcast, you know, your official podcast sponsor.
Hold up. I have them in my ear. Hold up.
Oh, no.
No, they said not right now.
Oh, wow.
Was that? They said once Joey fires Nick Venom, then they'll think about it.
There it is. I missed that. There it is. There it is. But anyway, final thoughts before we wrap up the show.
Come to the show November 30th, Lafayette, Louisiana, Pont de Mouton. It's the hottest thing going right now in South Louisiana.
My backyard. Or like
Nick Venom will be there. There are multiple shows in Louisiana that night. Nick Venom will be at the payoff.
your tribal king. You got
Meet and greet. I hear his rate is not hard to take a picture with him. He actually has to pay you. So you've gotta be there.
Bring your Sharpies as well, because I ain't bringing Sharpies. Y'all want autographs signed. But yeah. Tell us, your tribal king. We'll be there. I love how Joey just blocks off the chat log. We don't need that stupid chat log. By the way, Mitch said make AEW great again. It's slowly getting better. Slowly, but it will never reach the heights of what it used to be. Never. Never, ever.
Unite
That,
AEW great again. Sean
Huh?
Crow, D. Michaels, book it.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't see why not. To be honest with you, I definitely would not see why not. And all that stuff.
A little more added on just for the future to think about to anybody watching, and for you. While we do have good working connections with everybody in Louisiana, really strong relationship with Wildcat. That's not to say we aren't bringing in people from other promotions like Reality of Wrestling.
Yeah, I know GCW's doing it. The GCW out of Mississippi. They I think they got oh crap. What's that dude's name? It's the white guy.
And we're narrowing it down.
White guy.
I can't think of his freaking name. No reason. But anyway, they're doing stuff with Reality of Wrestling, and they bringing in talent for Reality Wrestling, and that's pretty good.
There's so much good talent. You know, you never start on it. So
Screw you, Joey.
it's going to be a fun time.
Of course. And of course, the payout's going to be great. You want to know why? Because your tribal king will be there.
He will be, and he better be there hyping us up.
With his glory, he'll be there. I have my tribal court with me.
That's awesome. A great Baron Corbin cosplay.
Don't say that. I'm not Baron Corbin. I'm not released from WWE.
Yeah, he's formerly known as Baron Corbin.
Nick's more of a sad Corbin.
Bum ass Corbin at that. By for bum ass Corbin was the best gimmick that Corbin ever had. Changed my mind. I don't care what anyone says. He's playing music.
My Xbox excellent turned on.
He's trying to play us off. He's like, I'm tired of this podcast. Can we just end it for the night?
He's done that before.
I don't blame him. Sometimes that's what it takes for you to stop talking.
You know, good night, everybody.
I love you, Nick Venom, and I love everybody. Wrestling is incredible. Wrestling is hot right now. Top Draw Wrestling is where you have to be.
Your tribal king, that's why.
World of Kayfabe, one of the hottest podcasts in the South.
Thank you. I've been saying that.
Put that in an ad.
I've been saying that for years.
Who's KM Swear? He's KM Swear. I don't know who you are. Come to Top Draw.
Hey, who?
Somebody
that's Kylie. See, Kylie is our bodyguard.
Who is this?
Kylie.
Kylie who?
Don't worry about her last name.
Swear.
Don't worry about that. You just gave out her shoot name.
Kylie, I don't know who you are. Hit up D Michaels. Hit up Top Draw. We want you part of the show.
You also gotta hit up the fiance too, because
both up. Come on down. Bring the whole family.
Robbie and Ed.
Why are you?
Yeah, Robbie couldn't make it to. You couldn't make it to here.
Wait, Rob. I know that. I know that name. I've seen that name.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have. Nice. He's with me. Most of the time.
Good.
Wrestling shows.
Top Draw, baby.
Top guys out. Anyway, with that being
I'm
said,
not even drinking. I'm delirious. Like, what's going on here?
I drank I'm about to say Dr. Pepper Zero. Yeah, Dr. Pepper Zero. I drank 2 Dr. Pepper Zeros.
Living on the edge.
The razor's edge, that is.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you like,
still love you, Kylie. Still love you, Robbie. We know y'all are supporters. We know we'll see y'all at some point.
Somewhere down the line, it'll definitely happen. Y'all need to do a show in Iberia. But y'all might be invading territory.
Yeah.
But still do it. Fuck that.
No,
Do that.
no. Too much respect for Mustang. That's our boy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Main event of the first Top Draw show. I mean, come on.
You know what? You're gonna hold that on my head. You're gonna put that over my head.
I mean, Mustang Mike was at the first ever Top Draw show. Nick Venom wasn't. Who cares more about Top Draw? You know, you got to try and prove yourself now.
Who got the Top Draw management and put you on here? You're welcome. Anyway, who cares now?
I'll give you that credit.
Oh, exactly. You give me that credit. Your tribal king has spoken. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boy, I was rudely interrupted. Go check out Top Draw Wrestling. The payoff is happening Saturday, November 30th, live at the George Dupree Rec Center at Ponte Mouton Road, Lafayette, Louisiana. Don't want to miss out. Get your tickets now while they're still hot. It's the hottest ticket in Lafayette right now. Go check it out. You don't want to miss it out. It's going to be huge. You got Rodney, Mack, and Jazz going to be there from NWA, also from WWE. It's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss out on this. Great stuff happening. Great stuff in the future for Top Draw. Definitely am happy to be involved in this in any shape or form. Very excited to be a part of it. So I wish you guys nothing but the best. Can't wait to see you guys for Saturday night.
Sir.
It's going to be awesome. Unfortunately, Survivor Series is that night, so I won't be able to watch Survivor Series.
Unfortunately for Survivor Series, because we're the hot show.
Well, I mean, I'll be watching Survivor Series the next day, but we will be doing a Survivor Series prediction.
But whoever chooses Survivor Series over Top Draw that night, they're missing out.
I need to give me a Top Draw T-shirt, by the way.
You do. I'll go with Top Draw management about that. What size you wear?
Large.
All right.
Larger than George. Because,
we'll make it happen.
I'm the man. Anyway, with that being said, this is your Tribal King, Nick Venom, along with my good friend, the always dashing, the always immaculate, bionic Professor Stagley Crocker, and, of course, our great guest. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, man. We do appreciate you, Michaels.
Can't wait to
see you again. We definitely would like to have a relationship with Top Draw on here. It'd be awesome. Can't wait to see the future of it, man. I'm excited for it. Especially in my area, almost in the Lafayette scene. We definitely need some more indie wrestling.
We do. And we're here to bring it.
I can't wait to see it. Guys, if you haven't already, please follow us on Twitch. That way you get notified whenever we are live on here. Also, if you missed the live episode, don't worry. We got you covered. Check us out on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the notification squad. That way you don't miss out any of our videos whenever we upload it on the channel. We do have an audio version of this episode if you prefer that. Check us out. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, anywhere you can get your podcast from your favorite podcast streaming service. And with that being said, also follow us on social media platforms. And thank you guys so much for being a part of this. We definitely appreciate you guys. You're about to hit year 3 and almost 200 episodes, man. Oh my God. Who would have thought we would have had almost 200 episodes? And it's insane. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys for the love. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Just make sure you guys subscribe to us. It means a lot. Helps out with the algorithm. And with that being said, this is your Tribal King, Nick Venom, and the Stagger one himself. I messed up on his name. Stagger Crocker. The one way. Because it's only one way. D. Michaels. And we are out of here. Have a good night. See ya.